Hello, everyone. Tonight, I want to talk about something here regarding what happened yesterday in Washington. Of course, I will start off with this. Donald Trump, the 25th Amendment has got to be invoked on him right now, period. Period. Second of all, and this is what's important, and this is what I want to talk about. There is one person who thinks he can get his nose into this. He thinks he can stick his nose into anything and thinks he's president of the United States, and he's not. And I'm talking about Dr. Phil Mcgraw. Dr. Phil needs to keep his mouth shut. He does not need to be getting involved in what happened in Washington yesterday. He has nothing to add. Nothing. Nothing. That man needs to keep his mouth wired shut. Period. And yeah, go ahead and ask me, what has Dr. Phil ever done to me? Maybe you should be asking, what has Dr. Phil done to the American people that need help? His help. I'll tell you. He's harmed more than helped. He's hurt them more than helped them. And I can attest to these people. I've read some of the comments by people who went on his show. Some people have even attempted suicide after being on his show. What does that tell you? Yeah, the Britney Spears deal where he exploited her in 2008, that was enough for me. Why did he not go to prison for it? Why did he not lose his license for it? Those comments he made about the coronavirus and making bad examples about swimming pools, deaths from swimming pools and car accidents and all this and that on Fox News in April of last year. That should tell you something. Look it up on YouTube. It's there. And I'll tell you another thing. Sarah Jane Morrison, a former patient of his in the 1980s who claims that she was molested by him. She needs to come forward. Where is she? Why did he not go to prison for that? So yeah, this is why I loathe that man. And anytime there's a tragedy or an abomination in this country, he has to open his big mouth, he has to shoot off and come off like a pompous, arrogant person, which he is, and say what he thinks is good for you. I'll tell you what's good for you. Stop putting your trust in Dr. Phil Mcgraw. He's not even a doctor. He is part of our society's ills. I don't care what you say. He is. I don't care. So if you want to tell me that Dr. Phil's such a good man and everything like that, you may want to rethink what you say, because you know what? Do a little studying. Do a little research. That's exactly what I did. So if I were you, I would start writing petitions, writing letters, going on Dr. Phil's website, writing some letters saying, stay out of Washington. The insurrection coup attempt does not need your attention. Sit back, have a Coke and a smile, and shut the hell up. End of story. So if you could start doing that, that would be wonderful. And then maybe we could start living without Donald Trump and Dr. Phil on our television sets. Tuning him out is not enough. We've got to send him into cancellation. His career has got to end. Oprah Winfrey made a terrible mistake dealing with him and giving him a show. Same with Dr. Oz. So we don't need their mouths in on the insurrection coup attempt that happened in Washington. So, Dr. Phil, stay out of it. Sit down. Shut up. You have nothing to add. And it's time we canceled his show. He should have been in prison in 2008. How did you get off, Phil? Tell us that. And here's another thing. He's been sued how many times? Can somebody tell me that? How many times has he been sued? How many people has he hurt? He hasn't helped anybody. He hurts people. You know that. I told you that. So, and if he opens his mouth about the coup insurrection attempt that happened in Washington, where Trump supporters stormed the Capitol, Capitol Hill, and Capitol Building, and all that crap, and their stupidity, all I have to say is this. If he opens his mouth about it, all he's going to do is add to the mess. And if he does open his mouth, I hope he bungles it, and I hope it costs him everything. I hope it costs him his show. I hope it costs him his fans. I hope it costs him everything. Because he will bungle again. And an apology won't save him this time.